Hello, it's Monday the 29th, I'm FX Blue, and this is the market brief. So the EU looks unlikely to limit vaccine exports to the UK. Perhaps it dawned on them that the UK didn't employ any underhand tactics, but rather they just benefited from a quicker ordering decision rather than the EU's decision by committee process. There is of course still a threat to the UK recovery from the new strains of COVID on the continent, but for the time being the UK is so far ahead with the vaccination programme that the timelines remain unchanged. That means we take the first step out of lockdown today. Restrictions are relaxed and the rule of six returns. Oh, I'm in a race. That also means that Monday Night Football is back, where I expect to be completely shown up for my lack of pre-season. Check in tomorrow to see how many muscles I've pulled. But in the market, sterling remains relatively well supported. We didn't make that much progress against the dominant dollar last week. We traded between 136.70 and 138.75. We kick off the new week right in the middle of that range, around 137.70. But for the time being, anyway, that 140 looks a long way off. Over in the US, we've had the first Fed member break ranks and express concern that rates could be held too low for too long. We should probably keep an eye on the FOMC minutes for any change in tone or balance of their discussions. But for now, the team view remains that the Fed is comfortable with inflation above 2% for some time to come. The dollar is tied to the economic performance a lot more closely now than it has been in the past. And with the Biden administration comfortable to increase the level of public borrowing, the expectation is that the dollar may rise. If rates then start to rise to combat inflation, the yield appeal will increase. So it looks likely that the dollar is set to be stronger as the recovery plays out. And we've got non-farm payrolls on Friday too, where a strong number could really see the dollar crack on further. Last week, euro-dollar saw a low of 117.60. It's getting closer to the support around 117.40. We kick off the new week at 117.75. So that's it from me. Do join me again tomorrow. And in the meantime, any tips on how these old bones should survive Monday Night Football? Gratefully received in the comments below. All the best.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FX Blue.